Hi. So this video is about a story of my credit card. Uh, so you know, I wanted to share the incidents and why I own a credit card. So last year, in the beginning of last year, there was a situation where I had to take a loan because I had to do some work on home renovation and it was necessary, and I didn't have, though I had that much of amount, but it was invested in markets and mutual funds, so I don't want to liquidate that. So the option I was left with is, as I said, that I didn't had uh, I mean, if you saw my previous video, I have mentioned that sub emergency fund, where you have to. There are some expenses that are not planned, but sometimes it requires, and you have to have some kind of fund to execute these things. So this was the same situation where I wanted some cash, and I didn't had liquid cash with me. So I had my emergency fund, but rest of the money was invested in the market, and I didn't had some emergency fund at that time. So I had to go for loan. So I was trying to apply for personal loan, and the problem I was facing was because I hadn't taken any loan in the past. Neither I had owned any credit card or some kind of loan instrument where I have a credit history. So when bank tries to investigate upon all these things, they found out that I didn't have any credit history, and they refused several times a loan. I gone to two or three banks, but the same thing happened again. So I had to, like I said, that I have to take some money from some of my friends, and then somehow had to manage that particular situation. But that's the moment when I realized that I had to have credit history, because I had planned a lot of things in future that might require taking loans, which it's very necessary that I should have a fairly good CIBIL score. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. So then I realized that I have to start working on this, because if I don't start now, then let's say I have to invest in some kind of let's say a real estate thing, then I should have capability to apply for a loan, and I should be eligible for that as well. So to build credit history, I started applying for credit cards as well. Now the same thing was happening with the credit cards as well, because since there was no loan history or credit history, it was very difficult for me to get a credit card. After several times, I have been applied and got rejected, and by doing this multiple times, somehow I got a credit card, which is a basic credit card now, and I have to pay around 500 something annual maintenance fee for that. But whatever spending I am doing right now, the majority I try to do majority of my spending on my credit card, so that it shows some transactions. But also I am aware that I do not exceed my limit up to 40 to 50%. So I keep my expenses below the credit limit that has given to me on this credit card. So I always keep 40 to 50% in that range, maybe sometime less, but not more than that. So yeah, it's been around 3 to 4 months now, and I'm using it, and I try to uh, buy a lot of things on credit card. Either it's online or a stores that supports credit card. Otherwise, when you live in a tier 3 or small cities, then you don't get credit card machines everywhere. So that I have to manage to somehow increase the transaction on the credit card. And uh, that is how I am, I have tried to tackle this problem. And hopefully, let's say after 1 year or 2 year, I will have some kind of good credit score, and I'll be eligible for a good loan that will be, this will build a credibility throughout the score. So this will help me get a fairly decent amount of loan with the decent amount of interest rate. Because if your credit score is very bad, then you have to pay a high interest rate, because your rate of default, the probability of you defaulting on loan is more, because your credit score is not good. So I have been studying about credit cards and how to maintain a good credit score. So yeah, that work is in progress, and this is how I shifted to credit card. So this was the journey, and I am glad that these events happens, and I got to realize that otherwise, see, taking loan is always not a good thing, but taking a productive loan will really help you. Let's say you have to purchase a property, then it's a good thing that better that you take a loan. If you are going to rent that property, or if you are buying a commercial property, then it's good, because you can pay off that loan by getting an income out of that property. So that way, I think that is the one probably situation where I think that I might have to take a loan. I look at this as that way, that not necessarily I will necessarily I'm going to buy a particular thing, but it's good to have these things. And it's not that because I have credit card I am spending a lot of things. So I have to clear this thing here, that I am not a person who spend a lot of money because of maybe the conditioning, or because of what I have gone through. I am a person who has a lot more control over his expenses, and that is how I have been through. So I know how much money I can spend on credit cards. And genuinely speaking, I don't need a credit card for my general use or for my spending. And there is actually a saying that only person should buy a credit card who doesn't need a credit card. So actually, if you see, that is a true saying, because a person who doesn't require a credit card will know how much he has a fixed expenses, and he doesn't require a credit card because he can take care of all the expenses with his income. But a person who is not capable of doing that might overspend on the credit card and will default on those, and will pay higher interest. So that was the whole case, that story I have to tell you. And maybe if you are also like me, and you might face this kind of situation in your future, and you have control over your finances, then I will definitely encourage that you should must have a credit card if you haven't taken any loans in the past. That it will help you build your civil score, and um, it will open a door for in future, that if you want to get a good loan, then you should be able to. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share. Hope this has helped you, or if you have some kind of situation, or if you have gone through some kind of situations like this, do tell me in the comments as well. I would love to hear. And if you want anything to add to that as well, you can add. And if you want me to change something, or you want to give me a feedback, please let me know in the comment. I would love to share my personal stories and my learnings. uh, so yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.